Hey there, boils and ghouls. It's your friend Taryn Tats. I'm back with another video. I got another 4K Blu-ray that I want to talk about, and I'll get to it in just a minute. As you already know by the title of the video, we're going to be talking about The Strangers, courtesy of Scream Factory today. But if I can have your attention for just a couple of minutes, and if you want to skip past and just get to the review, I'll understand. I just wanted to show you a few other things real quick that I picked up. Um, yeah, the other day when I made my review, or not my review, but my video discussing how I am not going to be sleeving my movies anymore, and that some of my 4Ks and Blu-rays ended up getting ruined. One of the ones that got ruined was my Blu-ray for Dark Knight of the Scarecrow, and so I picked up the new, already put in a black case and protective case. I picked up the new double feature of Dark Knight of the Scarecrow from BCI Entertainment, and this here is nice. The only thing is though, is like even though these are Blu-rays, that's the thing. Okay, I didn't go for the 4K. I went for the Blu-ray because if you see the stack I got here, you'll understand. I had to save a little bit of money, so I'm sorry. I had to make a sacrifice, and but here's the crazy thing though. I don't know if you can see it on there or not. Maybe you can freeze it or something, but the thing is, I don't know if the thing is like it says here, it all says this is the 4K, even though it's not. It's Blu-ray, you know. But another weird thing about this has both of the movies, Dark Knight of the Scarecrow 1 and 2. Number 2, I don't vouch for very much, but Dark Knight of the Scarecrow, if you haven't seen this movie is astounding. Okay, I love this movie. One of the best scary made-for-TV movies you've ever seen in your life. I can't recommend seeing this movie enough. It's not bloody or gory, but what this movie lacks in blood and gore, it makes up for in suspense and genuine scariness. Such a well-made movie, and I urge you to check it out. You know, especially now with the Halloween season coming up, give this a shot. Hell, I think you can watch it. I think you get on like Tubi and Vudu. I think you can stream it for free. You know, maybe even Amazon Prime. I'm not sure, but I definitely know the Vudu and Tubi. I'm pretty sure you can watch this for free on there. So, like I said, Dark Knight of the Scarecrow 2, I can't really vouch for that much, but oh yeah. But especially with Halloween season coming, you want a good spooky atmospheric movie. Dark Knight of the Scarecrow is going to scratch that itch, I promise. So got this and happy to have it back. So got this in. Oh man, this was a blast from the past. This was a movie I used to watch back in the VHS days. Of course, I didn't realize I was watching a cut version until I got this on Blu-ray. But yeah, this movie was, back in the VHS days, and for the longest time, as far as I know, no DVD of it, or if there was, it was probably a DVD you had to import. But now, thanks to the wonderful people at Unearthed Classics, we have Confessions of a Serial Killer, and I cannot believe they put this out, and uncut, so it was nice to see it in its full uncut form. So glad to have it. Basically, it's a retelling of the Henry Lee Lucas story, kind of a dramatization of it, similar to Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer. Although I believe this movie was made, I believe it was like 2 years. If I remember correctly reading, it was made like 2 years before Henry, but it wasn't released until years later after Henry had already come out. But right there, if you can see, you got Robert A. Burns playing, I believe the character's name is Daniel Ray Hawkins in this. Yeah, Daniel Ray Hawkins in this. But he's the stand-in for Henry Lee Lucas. And Robert E. Burns is so creepy. And he, no disrespect to Michael Rooker, trust me, okay? I love Michael Rooker as an actor as much as the next. But in all honesty, like, Robert E. Burns, may he rest in peace, he definitely fits that mold. If you've ever seen like a documentary about Henry Lee Lucas, especially his younger days, Robert E. Burns fits him a lot more than Michael Rooker does. But like I said, okay, don't get me wrong, Michael Rooker is amazing, and his performance in Henry is nothing short of magnificent. Okay, but yeah, this here, and if you don't know who Robert A. Burns is, he's the one thing he's always going to be known for. He's a production designer. He worked on a number of movies like The Howling, Reanimator, Tourist Trap, even this movie. But the biggest thing he's always going to be known for, he was the production designer on the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which means every gruesome little bone structure, every little detail you see in that movie was all because of him. And yeah, I mean, if you're interested, this movie is gruesome and brutal. It's scuzzy. I mean, you really feel like you're going to need a long shower after you watch this movie. But I do recommend it. If you're a true crime aficionado, yeah. But like I said, yeah, you're going to feel like you need a long cleansing shower after you watch this. But thank you, Unearthed Classics. We finally have Confessions of a Serial Killer on Blu-ray. It looks great. As best as it possibly ever could look. I can't picture a movie like this getting a 4K release. Who knows? But anyway, so we got that. I did my review for the Friday the 13th remake 4K, and in that one I had mentioned I already got Horizon. I still haven't had a chance to check this out yet, but I will get around to watching it. I'm on vacation, and I plan to get some movies off the unwatched pile. So Horizon, Kevin Costner, epic. All right. My local record store is doing they're already doing their Halloween sale, and unfortunately most of their selection of stuff I already got, but I did pick up two of them that I don't have. So this one here I got is Patient Zero. Find the disease, find the cure. Never seen this movie, don't know, but it was only $2.50. So I figured, you know what, I'll give it a shot. If it sucks, I just sell it off, get something else I want for it. But I figure I'll give it a shot. For $3.33, this here, I've not heard the best things about it, but I figure, you know what, it's only $3.33. I'll give it a shot, and if I don't like it, just sell it off. And that is The Unholy. Like I said, I have not heard the greatest things about it, but I figure, you know what, it's not that much. I'll give it a shot. Like I said, worst case scenario, if I don't like it, I'll just sell it off. Be careful who you pray to. And last but not least, for the pickups, this year I cannot thank Kino Lorber enough. Man, to actually have this in my hand. This is a mini-series my family and I watched a lot growing up, and that is Fatal Vision, based on the true story of the Jeffrey McDonald murder case. Even though over the years McDonald has come out and said that this movie and the book is a bunch of horse pucky, even though supposedly he hired Joe McGinnis to write the book. But he's apparently in following years he's come out and said that the book and everything is a lie. But anyway, though, to finally have this in a beautiful Blu-ray, man, Kino Lorber, you're doing the Lord's work, man. Keep it up. So anyway, okay, so finally the real reason you're here. I'm sorry, that's 8 minutes in. For God's sake, I didn't expect it to go that long. All right, we got The Strangers, courtesy of Scream Factory today on 4K. There was one thing that I was a little bit surprised about, and that had to do with the running time between the unrated version and the theatrical version. Because it says on here on the case that the theatrical version is 86 minutes and the unrated version is 91 minutes. When I put the 4K disc in and I started watching it, I checked the display and the timer on there said 87 minutes and few seconds. So I got scared. I really got scared. I thought that what ended up happening was, even though they say it's the unrated version, they ended up putting the theatrical cut on the 4K. But then I went and I checked, and I put the theatrical version in, and then hit the display on there. It turns out that actually the theatrical version is only 85 minutes, and then the unrated version is 87 minutes. So there's only a 2-minute difference, but still, it was enough to freak me out for a second there, because I honestly thought that they goofed. Instead of putting the unrated, they put the theatrical on there. But no, I guess that's it. What they goofed at is just putting down the correct running time of the film in both the theatrical and the unrated version. So anywho, as you can see, one thing that's kind of funny is you notice they digitally erased the cigarette in Liv Tyler's hand. I guess can't show that, but anyway, so let's go ahead and get in. Unfortunately, there doesn't appear to be any new bonus features. It's a 3-disc set. Disc 1 is the 4K of the unrated version. 4K presentation from the original digital intermediate, presented in Dolby Vision. Let's see here. Yeah, Dolby Vision. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, I got myself turned around for a second. Okay, the disc 2 is the Blu-ray with the theatrical cut, and there are several bonus features. I believe all of them are imported from the 2-disc Blu-ray edition. Element of Terror featurette, Strangers at the Door featurette, deleted scenes, theatrical trailer, and TV spots. Defining moments, writing and directing The Strangers, All the Right Moves, Kip Weeks on playing The Man in the Mask, Brains and Brawn, Laura Margulis on playing Pinup Girl, Deep Cuts, Kevin Grerbert on editing The Strangers. Sorry, I mispronounced that name. And Still Gallery. So I believe that pretty much all the bonus features on here are just carried over from the previous Blu-ray. Nothing really new, nothing, But there's the back of it there. And there we go. So then we got our Emery case here with pretty much the exact same thing on the back. For sound, what does it say? Okay, you got on all 3 discs. Okay, you have English DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 Surround or 2.0 Stereo. And that's for all 3 of them. So, there we go. And we'll open it up. There's your disc 1, the 4K, which is the, what do they call it? The Cupid doll girl, I guess. Okay, and then disc 2, you got the theatrical cut, some Liv Tyler. And disc 3, Scott Speedman, the unrated version. So, yeah, unfortunately, no reversible cover art. Pure white, unless you consider white a reversible cover art, I guess. But overall, what do I think of it? Like I said, the 5.1. Yeah, it's okay. I would, if you're just going to watch this with just regular speakers on your TV, probably be better if you just go for the 2.0, but, or 2.0. The picture quality, I think they did a really good job. I do think that there are probably people out there that are going to probably buy this, and they're probably going to think that they use a lot of digital work to clean it up. But the picture on here is very crisp, very clean. Really no grain in the picture. But that's because, the original digital intermediate, I guess that means this movie was shot in digital. But anyway, yeah, it's very clean. It looks great. The 4K does work really well, especially considering pretty much this movie all takes place in one night. And, if you are bothered by the Blu-ray or the DVD watching it, but then again, too, we all know there are people out there. It's like, the thing is I like when it's dark. I like when you can't see everything. It makes it spookier. So if you're that kind of person, yeah, you're not going to really care for the 4K very much. But if you are the kind of person that you do want to see a little bit more detail, you want to see a little more polished up and everything else. Of course, one of the biggest elements that you're going to notice is the scenes, something like this, where the two main characters will be in the house or something, and you can see like one of the strangers kind of emerge from out of the dark. You can see that better. Some of the details in the house, you can see it better, and outside on the streets. But I think if you're a fan of the movie and if you like the film and everything, then I would recommend it. But I do kind of think that this is going to be a movie that I don't think a lot of people are going to jump on this, to be honest with you. It's just like, the problem is, like, if there were new bonus features, I think more people would go for it. But considering that there aren't, I think a lot of people are going to be like, you know what, I'll just stick with my 2-disc Blu-ray and be satisfied with that. Um, in my opinion, it is a nice the 4K is a nice improvement over the Blu-ray. But if you're happy with the Blu-ray, I'm not going to twist your arm to make you buy this. But overall, I'm not upset about it. I am happy. I think that Scream Factory did a good job. They did a really nice transfer on here. It looks really good. I do personally think that it is an improvement over the Blu-ray. Just I'm happy to have it. You know, and I do hope that possibly that maybe Scream Factory can get Strangers Pray at Night. Maybe do a 4K Blu-ray of that. Uh, I I know there's The Strangers Chapter 1. I haven't watched that yet. I know I haven't heard really the best things about it. So I've been kind of dragging my feet on that one. Maybe one day I'll get around to watching it, but I'm just saying I haven't heard the best things. But overall, I'm not upset. I think I got a good deal here, and I do like this movie. And, just at the end of the day, I feel very, very happy with my purchase. I don't feel like I wasted my money, and especially when I compared the Blu-ray to the, when I compared the Blu-ray to the 4K, and I noticed, that the 4K is a bit more of a crisp, sharper image, and for me personally, it was just, I know a lot of people don't like it when the picture quality is too clear, or too crisp and too clean. But for me, just overall, I'm happy with it, especially with somebody who has astigmatism. It's nice when you can see a really good quality definition. So, would I recommend it? I would say yeah, but I mean, if you're a diehard fan of the movie, I say jump on it. If you're not, but maybe you might want to get it at some point. Maybe wait and see if down the line here in a couple of months, maybe for like Black Friday or something like that. Maybe maybe Scream Factory will do a sale and maybe you can get it for a markdown price, or keep your eyes open. Maybe you'll find it in a record store or something somewhere. But yeah, I recommend it. But I would say unless you're an absolute diehard fan of the movie, I would say wait until you could get a good deal on it. You know, but I think that's about it. So I do recommend it though. It's nice. And I'm happy with it. I'm also very happy with the fact that Scream Factory did finally put the unrated version on the 4K and not the theatrical cut. It was irritating that for so long that they kept doing that, and just me, I like the longer versions. I like the unrated versions. I just usually always prefer that on the 4K, and to finally get something like this, and they got more coming with like Land of the Dead, The Wolfman, on and on. If I hope that this trend continues is basically what I'm saying. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm not sad that I paid the money for it. It's a good movie. It's it's a movie I can watch. Definitely. And I actually like Strangers Pray at Night, which is another reason why I'm kind of dragging my feet going towards Strangers Chapter 1. But anyway, though, so yeah, I'm happy, and this is a really nice upgrade. So that's it. So if anybody took the time to watch all of this, I thank you for doing it. I appreciate you for doing it. I honestly hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, would you please leave it a like? And if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And that's it, boils and ghouls. Everybody take care. Have a good night, and I'll see you all later.